Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out more Red Dwarf, and I'm rocking my cat space shirt so you guys can know how cool I am. And the first episode, I think, was a good introduction to the series, man. They introduced 4 of the main characters and a basic plot. That's all you really ask for, man. So, you know, Lester's the last human, his buddy who's stuck as a hologram, the computer, and then the, cat guy, who was like a descendant of the guy's pregnant pet cat. We have the basics. I'm wondering when they're going to introduce like that guy who I think is like an android or alien or something like that. Like when they're going to introduce him, because I did see him in that Blue Alert clip. So I know he's coming along sometime in the series. That is it. Let's just go and jump into it, man, and we'll definitely talk about this more in the end.
Sandwich with French mustard and black coffee. Your vocabulary unit's not working either.
Yes, I know. This also has been reported to the Scutters. Sorry for the inconvenience.
What's the plan for the day then? Slobbing in the morning, followed by slobbing in the afternoon, then a bit of a snooze before the main evening slob. God, you're a disgrace to the species. Off for that. Then I stopped to have a rest so I wouldn't look too shagged out when I went past him. Not that off. Then I've broken the world record. Well done, Rimsey. You're fitter than you thought. Holly, give me a clean uniform.
9:47 a.m, Arnold.
No.
We're going to hit light speed in 24 hours. I have to navigate a ship the size of a city through speeds never before encountered in the human sphere of experience. I'm not a combination of the speaking clock, Moss Bros, and Teasy Weezy.
Holly, a hologram...
You better fuck your hair up, bro.
Okay, Arnold.
Have you done it, Hol?
Yes.
A crew cut, and it's very short?
Yes, Arnold.
He played for the London Jet Zero Gravity football team. He was roof attack. As you can see, he was really thrilled to meet me.
Who's that guy?
That's my grandmother. She brought me up. That's my dad. That's the only picture I've got.
He's your father? No wonder you so ugly.
No, that's his dog, Hannah.
Dog? What's a dog?
It's just a pet.
Ugly.
Listen, you go and get your stuff and let me pack mine, okay? Yeah?
Well, I may have to chase him anyway.
Oh, Lennon. Look what's happened to McCartney. Hey, perfection. And they said she was a waste of money.
Excuse me, you, Lister, but I like it like this. Makes me feel like a man.
Yeah, and you'll probably get one looking like that.
There's nothing wrong with short hair, Lister. It gives a man a sense of dignity, sense of discipline.
Rimmer, have you seen it?
You look, and I look, like a complete and total tit. Holly!
This is a recording. I'm afraid Holly is busy at the moment. If you'd like to leave a message after the bleep...
What say they wanted toast?
Shut up. What are you doing?
I'm going into Stasis. I thought Holly told you.
Stasis, what for?
Well, Holly said to go into it while I went through light speed, and then I thought, what the hell? Why not stay until we get back to Earth?
With sugar on?
I'll think about it, Arnold.
Holly's supposed to have told you, and I thought you didn't mind.
Mind? Mind? Why should I mind? 300,000 millennia alone while you're in suspended animation, you noticed.
I know you're dead, Rimmer. Don't whinge on about it.
Sorry to be a bore.
I mean, you're everything you were when you were alive. Same personality. Same everything.
Apart from the minuscule detail that I'm a stiffy.
Rimmer dead.
When was the last time you saw a dead newsreader?
Channel 27, have a hologram reading the news.
Oh, groovy, funky Channel 27. Big smegging deal. You Libbies hate us, deadies. I know it's true, Modo. I have taken the astro navigation exam 9 times. 10 if you count the time I had my spasm.
Rimmer, you'll only be turned off until we get back to Earth.
Where you won't need me, so I won't get switched back on. You'll soon be living again. Carol, next corpse, please.
Well, they might.
Yes, Lister, they might if the Earth hasn't blown up.
Or the ants haven't taken over.
Well, you'll be in your element if insects are in control. You'll probably get a decent job at last.
Yeah. Yes, sir, I've been around.
Gross. You shave your pits now, bud. Still works.
Luna City 7.
You can't sing, you know.
No, Holly, what was that flash?
We've broken the light barrier 22 hours early.
Is everyone all right?
I can't do it. I can't cope. We're going at the speed of light. My bottle's gone.
Holly?
Look, we're travelling faster than the speed of light. That means by the time we see something, we've already passed through it. Even with an IQ of 6,000, it's still brown trousers time.
Can I help?
No, it's all right. I'm getting there.
Oh, God. The time delay in the mirror. That's fantastic.
Fine. Well, if you have any more problems with nothing and things that don't matter, just scream out my name hysterically and I'll come pelting down the corridor. Right?
Sexual basics you couldn't bear to leave behind.
Right! These are all I'm taking. Just these and the other 10 racks. I'll be like, move fast.
You can't take all of this, there's no room.
Okay, then I'll leave. Hey, if I cut off my leg and leave it behind, can I take 3?
I'm going to Stasis in 10 minutes, I'll meet you in the sleeping quarters.
It's my brother with his clothes.
Thinking,
What?
you know, about going into Stasis and everything.
I've decided. Shut up! As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I've decided when you go into stasis, I want to stay behind. I want to be left on.
What, on your own for the rest of your life?
What things?
Hey? I've just seen you walk out of that door.
What?
How did you do that?
How did I do what?
It's deja vu.
Well, it probably is deja vu.
Well, go on then, shake your head and walk out. Rimmer, listen. Will you just listen?
Hologram computer. I'm not your mum.
Yes, fantastic.
What do you want this time? A hand with your homework? Or would you like me to sew little name tags in your PE kit?
Holly, watch my lips. What is happening? It's
Cold-blooded.
difficult, I know.
Well, we're travelling faster than LS, right?
What's LS?
Light speed.
Smart arse.
Consequently, you're catching up with things you're about to do before you've actually done them.
Ah, so we're seeing bits of the future.
Yeah.
How long is this going to last?
Until the reverse thrust takes effect and we drop below light speed.
What's that photograph?
It's me and Frankenstein, isn't it?
No, the one with the babies.
Babies. Deuterium, you know. I just want to find out. Oh, what was that? Pause.
Well, I'm sorry. I've just had a rather nasty experience. I have just seen someone I know die in the most hideous way.
Yeah, me.
You were fiddling around with a navvy.
I don't want to know. I don't want to
What a
know.
horrible thing to say.
It was definitely me.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to know. How old did I look?
How old are you now?
25. How old did I look?
Mid-20s.
I'm not ready. I'm not smegging ready.
Roland, you can't change it any more than you can change what you had for breakfast yesterday.
Hey, it hasn't happened, has it? It has, will have, going to have happened, but it hasn't actually happened yet, actually.
Poppycock. It will be happened, it shall be going to be happened. It's called the theory of relativity.
Right, okay. Right. The cat broke his tooth in a future echo, right? Now, if I can stop him breaking it,
Can't be done.
then I can stop me from dying.
Can't be
To
done.
your sleeping quarters, Dave.
Oh, smegging hell!
Do such a
Yeah,
dick.
yeah, I'm back, feeling good. How am I looking? I'm gonna eat you, little fishy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got you, man. I'm gonna. I got the fish. I'm not gonna die. I'm not.
My commiserations.
You're really, really loving this, aren't you?
Come on, death isn't the handicap it used to be in the olden days. It doesn't screw your career up the way it used to.
You're right. I've never done. I've never had a prawn vindaloo. And I've never read a book. And I wanted to have a family. And I wanted to have loads of practice in the things that you've got to do to get a family.
Oh, weary traveller, rest your head, for just like me, you're utterly dead.
Emergency, emergency. There's an emergency going on.
What is it, Hal?
There's an emergency, Dave. The
Listen, what's that for?
I'm going out like I came in, screaming and kicking.
You can't whack death on the head.
If he comes near me, I'm going to rip his nipples off. 6, 5.
Such a dick.
Die! Ah! Ah! Dog attack!
Why are you so chirpy?
When you get to be me,
Thank heavens you've still got all your marbles, mister.
I've got to tell you about Bexley.
Who's Bexley?
I was always going to call my second son Bexley after Jim Bexley Speed. Really, I'm going to have 2 sons. Isn't it fantastic?
But one of them dies.
Yeah, well, everyone dies. You're born and you die. The bit in the middle's called life, and that's still to come.
Go and get your camera. You haven't got much time. Get your camera and run to the medical unit. Run! You wanted to know what happened to you?
Yes.
Well, come closer.
Yes.
Come closer
Yes.
still. Closer.
Yes.
No, you goit!
You're all goits. I'm surrounded by goits. Polly, you're a goit.
You'll have finding out. I can't see you, but I know you can see me. I'd like you to meet your 2 sons. This is Jim, and this is Bexley. Oh, stop crying and say cheese, boys.
All right, man. That was a good episode. That was a good second episode. Him going down, just that shot of him like running down the stairs. Just get a few more shots of the ship, kind of like try to give it. It gives it a little more scale. Cool. They gave a few more shots to make the ship seem bigger. Because, some movies and some shows don't do that enough. I think it's really important to have multiple shots so you can actually feel, because they say how massive this thing is the size of a city, and if you only see a few rooms, you're never gonna really feel that scale. So I'm glad they introduced some more shots in this episode. People think isn't important. I think it's pretty important to do that. Same reason like on Star Trek when they use you'll see them use the turbo lift, or they'll be inside the Jeffries tubes, or they'll go through all these different portions of the ship. You'll see them in the engineering, all these different things that just show the scale. Then also, it was cool to introduce some time paradoxes and stuff like that. That's cool. I always like time travel episodes of shows. With sci-fi, you have to have one in there. It has to be some type of time episode somewhere. In most cases, multiple. You really if ever go a season without something to do with a time issue. But yeah, man, this was a decent episode. When he was running, I thought it was goofy that he said he wanted to he said you catch his breath. Did your hologram? Why do you need to catch your breath? It's goofy. This show is goofy. All in all, I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a good second episode. Alright guys, that is it, man. As always, hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.